God, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your presenter today, and my name is Dennis Kasule. Uh, I'm here with my brother who is going to give us his testimony. He was once a Muslim, but he converted. God touched his life, and now he's a new creature. I will not tell his name. He's going to tell us his name. Can you tell us your name?
Yes, thank you very much, our viewers. This is a very, very beautiful moment. I am called Kasiita Hamuza Israel, but I love it so much when people call me Kasiita Israel Ham. At first, before I gave my life to Jesus Christ, my names are Kasiita Hamuza, but I like it so much if Israel is actually added on those names.
Uh, we've heard so many stories about you, that you were once a Muslim and you used to be an imam in a mosque. What is this all about? Is it true that you were once a Muslim? And tell us your divine encounter with Jesus. How did you come to Jesus?
Okay, basing from the names I have given you, Kasiita Hamuza, it is very rare for a Christian parent to name their children Hamuza. Actually, it can't be. I think in this setting, I was a Muslim. I was raised up as a Muslim. I had this grandmother of mine who wanted me to become an imam, so that I can present her wherever she wants to go, but she cannot make it. So she made sure that she actually took me to the best Muslim schools. For example, there was that school in Voice. It's called Bilal Islamic School. And he took me to Seka Kayongo's school in Chitezi. So by primary 7, I was actually done with the Quran, and that part is called Tilawa, just reading the Quran. And then I had started on the part that is called Hifid, where you're recording everything in the head. So I'm this man who, whenever they could tell me about Jesus, I'm a man who was actually ready to fight you. I'm a man who, because for us we could teach of how God loved the children of Israel so much, and we could teach people of how they became rebellious, and how we are supposed to tell everyone not to be like the children of Israel. Yeah.
Why did you get saved?
Yes, thank you very much. Here, after having all of this information about Islam, then time comes I start leading people in Swalas. It actually started way back, even before I had gotten done with the Quran. So I started leading people in Swalas and so many things of Islam, things in the duas. I mean, those are their prayers and something like that. So after that, I think I was in senior 3, and that was 2012. As I was sleeping, I get this dream. I am seeing a man standing up on the heaven. This man looked like the Jesus I always see in the movies. And this man is doing like this, calling me. So the following day, I remember I had to go to the school where I was to lead Swalas. And this dream comes back. How could I have told these people that, I saw Jesus calling me? I don't know, but truth be told, these people, I don't know what they could do, but I believe they could stone me. Because if someone is standing before me, these people lead us in Swalas, and then they are telling us we saw Jesus, I would fight them. But now after I didn't put even much emphasis on the dream. But a little bit background, this judge of mine who wanted me to become an imam has a family member called Badru. He was actually once a Muslim, and he gave his life to Christ. So when he started staying where we were together with us, I started sleeping in their house. So every morning I could hear them praying. Every morning I could hear them praying. And I could hear them pray for me, amazingly. So for us, how can you even pray for Christians? As in, I had reached that level. And then I see these people. They are like, Jesus, we put Hamza's life into your hands. Why would you put my life into Jesus' hands? I know my life is in Allah's hands. But now these people are telling us they are praying for me. They truly want the best for me. And this thing existed for so many days. I could hear them, but I never wanted them to do it. And here time comes, I get done with senior 4. I start thinking about these things. Somehow I started missing Swalas. And then Hajat asked me, Hamza, why is it that you no longer perform Swalas? And I couldn't give her an answer. This was something like an automated thing. I no longer wanted to go to prayers. I no longer wanted to do the things that Islam tells us to do. and somehow I didn't know. Then I started getting this conviction in my head in December 2013. Um, Hamza, I think this is your time to give your life to Jesus. And remember, I'm an imam.
So you mean that it was like something was going on in your life
Thank you, thank
and
you,
nobody knew about it?
thank you very much.
Your saying, your
Jaja,
hajat,
yes,
your jaja,
yes, please.
observed that there were some changes in your life,
Thank you, thank you.
but it was inside. You know, nobody could
No,
could
would
tell you that
understand
there's
or tell.
something going on in your
Yes,
life.
yes, thank you very much.
So that's how.
True.
Before all of that,
Mm.
did anyone preach to you, like they were locally, like you talked about your uncle who was once also a Muslim and got saved? Did he preach to you that maybe when he preached to you, it changed because he preached to you?
Okay, I can't say that we even sat down and he preached to me. Rather, okay, I used to see him basing on what he used to do. You know, they always say actions speak louder than words. I cannot preach to people Christ and then I am fighting them. They cannot accept Christ. And it was more of actions. But I remember these people I used to meet on the road. They could tell me there was listed, I remember, she would be like,
You mean
Hamza,
street preachers?
yeah, street preachers. That's why I encourage Christians to not to give up on street preaching. It really encourages people. It really moves them. You know, you do not own the word, but God owns the word. It seemed to know. So I used to meet these ladies. They would say, Hamza, one day you're going to give your life to Jesus. And I knew it was a joke. That's why I never even attended to them. But I didn't know that they were saying something. They were sowing a seed
You're
in me.
planting something
They were,
to your life.
yes, they were planting a seed in my life, a seed that was invisible, a seed that I couldn't touch. Yet the seed was growing, just like I've told you. Now in December, when I had just gotten done with my UNEB exams, senior 4, I start getting this conviction in my heart, just like you said it. No one could tell what was going on the inside of me. But something kept on burning. Hamza, it is your time to give your life to Jesus. It is your time to give your life to Jesus. Now, what I love about God, about Jesus, is the fact that I didn't know what was going to happen if I had given my life to Jesus Christ. All my heart was was focused on me giving my life to Jesus Christ.
Only that.
Only that. So here comes 24th December 2013. The conviction hypes. Hamza, it is your time to give your life to Jesus Christ. So when it hyped to that level, I have a brother, he's called Ivan. He actually sings here at Redeemed Church. I meet him, he was watching a movie. Then I go to him, I tell him, I want to give my life to Jesus Christ. But this is a man who had even given up on me because he knew suddenly that this guy is supposed to be an imam. So now here I come. I tell him, Ivan, you know what? I want to give my life to Jesus Christ. He never even accepted.
He thought that you were just joking.
Thank you very much. He thought I was joking. But then I was serious. And then when I asked him for the second time, that's when he was like, okay, you come here, let us confess Christ. Then there I confessed Christ. I confessed Christ. So when Badru came, Uncle Badru, when he actually came, I told him, Uncle Badru, you know what? I have given my life to Jesus Christ. He was like, no, it can't be. No, it can't be. I think that is how worse I was. They were like, it can't
They
be.
couldn't believe it.
They couldn't
Though
believe it.
they already saved.
Yes, thank you very much. So now I tell Uncle Badru, I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And then he was like, okay, just to assure me that you gave your life to Jesus Christ, let us confess Christ again. Then I confessed Christ again with him.
Before that, you had confessed already.
Yeah, with Ivan. I
With
confessed
Ivan.
with Ivan. I
Okay.
confessed Christ. And then when I meet him, he was like, okay, I do not accept that you confessed Christ. Confess Christ with me. Then I confessed Christ and he was leading me. And then, yes, he was so happy. Actually, he gave me a hug. He's a man that you do not see giving hugs to people or something like that. But he stood up and gave me a hug. I felt like I am home right now. I was still in Uganda. The
Same
climate,
house?
same house, but
Same people. You live
same
with
people.
every
Thank
day.
you very much. Same saucepans and everything. But I felt like I am home now.
Now, after that, what happened? Did you go through some challenges? Like you talked about your Jaja, who is a Muslim. Did she welcome that idea of you getting saved? How did she behave? Yeah.
Okay,
Tell us about that.
thank you very much. After giving my life to Jesus Christ, and remember this was a lady who had asked me, I no longer see you making swalas. And a person who doesn't make who is no longer seeing you making swalas is again confirming it that you're no longer attending swalas. You get it? And then there was this Sunday, a Sunday, but still in December, after I think it was after Christmas. I go to church for the first time. Oh Christ Jesus, I go to church.
Which church?
Redeemed Church Makere.
This one?
This very church.
Okay.
So I go to church that Sunday. Then I go back. Somehow my friends, my close friends, they actually used to see me where we used to stay in the village, and they used to see me. And that particular time they didn't see me. They were like, Hamza, you must be coming from church. I denied. No, I wasn't coming from. I can't go to church. You get it? Yet I was from church. That particular time, I was from church, and Hajat starts noticing something is changing. Remember, I told you Hajat was staying with Uncle Badru, not in the very house, but the houses are close. You get it? And the Badru, like I told you, they used to wake up and pray for all of us, pray for the nation, pray for everything. Now this time around, because I was staying with them and I had given my life to Jesus Christ, I joined them at the altar. So when I joined them at the altar, I also started praying. They started teaching me, singing. This is how we worship. This is how we read the Bible for edification and things like that. So now, somehow, I don't know what happened, but Hajat notices and he comes to the door and he knocks. So when he knocked, he did find me with the uncles praying.
Praying together.
Thank you very much. Praying to Jesus Christ. Hajat shouted as if someone had died. Actually, people that we actually lived with, they thought probably Hajat had lost someone. She cried, whoa! People thought someone had died. People came all over to see Hajat. They gathered. Hajat, what is happening? Please tell us. In the manner of Hajat telling them, while crying, and people were, trying to console him, consoling her, calming her down, and then she tells them that Hamza has given his life to Jesus. Hamza is no longer Muslim. She cries and cries and cries and cries. And later on, after consoling her, calming her down, she couldn't talk to me. But she saw me again. She actually said, either Hamza leaves this place or I leave. So Hajat couldn't leave. Hajat is this old woman. She couldn't go to the village. But Hajat, so it was me now to leave the house, and Hajat to stay in the house. I thank God that in the midst of all that, I didn't think, that was the Holy Spirit. I wasn't thinking about any pain. I didn't have any sense of pain on the inside of me. The only thing I remember that made me cry was the fact that somehow these people left me. I felt like they had left me. You get? I actually cried, I remember, when I had just come to redeem them. I was standing somewhere and tears started flowing. But Christ still, the Holy Spirit was there to calm me down, give me a hug that the people couldn't give me. I continue to feel like, yeah, I am home. However much these people have left me, but this is where I'm supposed to be. So when we leave, here we leave the house, and there is a band called Shalom Galaxy. They have an office at Redeem the Church. So they gave us a room with Ivan, the one I told you about. Ivan helped me to grow in the things of God, in the knowledge of Christ. So now I stay with Ivan for 4 days. So after staying with Ivan for 4 days, there was this man. Actually, this man is seated right here, Mr. Dennis Kasule. What I remember, what I was told, that Mr. Dennis, the one I'm seated with here, he actually told Uncle Badru, it's okay that you can come and stay with me. We had stayed 4 days at church, and Uncle Dennis tells us to come and stay, to go and stay with him. So we went and stayed with Leader Dennis for 2 years. And those 2 years, I actually studied S5 and S6. So with those 2 years, that's when we actually left.
It's been a long story. Now, where are you? What are you on now?
Yeah.
What happened to your education after finishing S4 and getting saved? What happened?
Yeah. After giving my life to Jesus Christ, actually, everyone thought I was a failure. Everyone thought totally I was a failure.
That was the end of you.
they thought that was the end of me.
Mm.
Actually, my friends, they told me that
Mm.
I had drained mad.
Mm.
Me giving my life to Jesus Christ, they thought that I had drained mad.
Mm.
Time came and we have to be so keen with what we hear.
Mm.
Probably if I had attended so much to what these people used to tell me, I would probably think I was mad.
Mm.
So I never gave a listening ear to what these people were saying. So I kept on believing that yes, I have given my life to Jesus Christ and I
You
am not
provide.
to provide everything and I am not mad. So I come at Redeemed Church. Time comes for students to go back to school for senior 5. And we have we have an old lady at Redeemed Church. They tell my story to her, they share my story with her, and then she gets so concerned to the extent that she was like, Hamza must go back to school.
You mean Mama Nalong?
Yeah, Mama Nalongo.
Okay.
So she gave me 300 shillings. 300 shillings. Sorry, 3,000 shillings. Is that it? 300,000 shillings, yes. Yes, 300,000. Yeah, we have to be stable with the figures. So she gave me that money, I went and paid.
Mm.
So when I went and paid, time came and the money wasn't enough. So at this very church where we are right now, the church got so much concerned that they paid for my school fees. So when they paid for my school fees, I got done with senior 5 in 2014. I gave my life to Jesus Christ in 2014. I had just gotten done with senior 4. Now in 2014, I go for senior 5. And 2015, I go for senior 6. I started, and I actually got, were they 11 points at senior 6?
Mm.
And after that, these people thought I had stopped in senior 4. But now Christ had taken me up to senior 6.
Mm.
Time comes and time comes to go to university. When time came to go to the university, I thought I wasn't going to I thought I wasn't going to join university. But now I get this dream, someone in a dream telling me you're going to the university. Don't worry, you're going to the university. Time comes, I actually registered late. That's Neja University. Then I went and registered at Neja University. I was admitted. I was admitted and I started on studying. Right now I'm in 3rd year. This is actually my last year. I'm remaining with only 1 semester.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm remaining with 1 semester.
that's great.
Yeah, with all what Jesus had put in me, when I joined Deja University, God is actually using me so much, to the extent that I joined university late, but I was able to contest for chief fresher. A man, they announced this position in 1 week. In 1 week, I joined in that very week, and then I contested. You get. So I either way, praise the Lord, I didn't win, but at least I managed to convince a number of people. A guy who had just come in 1 week. Yeah, because I knew the force, the power that was, working on the inside of me. So from that, I went to GRC. I actually won. And from that, I went to Electoral Commission Chairman in Deja University Kampala campus. So I am seeing how Christ is transforming my life. What amazes me is that the people that were like Kasiita, Hamza, has ran mad. Right now they come to me and they are like, how do you do it? In other words, in our local language in Luganda, we can't reach where you are.
God has been so faithful.
God has been so faithful.
He has fought all your battles.
God has fought
He
all
has
my
made
battles.
you what you are.
Thank you very much.
Now, when you look at yourself,
yes, please.
After school, what are your future plans after school?
Okay, after school, I'm actually going to be graduating next year. But with all, God prepares us. God knows where. When God takes you somewhere, He's going to provide. When God takes you somewhere, do not worry whether He's going to provide. He's responsible for providing all your needs. So that's why even the Bible tells us, don't worry about what you're going to eat, what you're going to put on, things like that. So when you talk about what I'm going to be doing after graduating or after getting done with my education, is that God gave me so many talents. Actually, after giving my life to Jesus Christ, I discovered so many talents that I have. So many talents. So they said that one of the talents that God gave me is actually talking. Because even the Bible tells us that to those that were given the gift of talking, talk as though God is talking through you. In the book, is it one of the letters that Peter wrote. So I now have this gift of talking. So I know God has given me knowledge.
Have you used that talent of talking, like preaching to people, or
Yeah, certainly. At campus, something I had
or you've
forgotten.
been using it just for political
Thank you.
work?
Not only in the political arena, rather actually also at campus,
Mm.
I am actually known as a pastor. I use the talent of talking that God gave me to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ at Ndeje University. So every morning, before the lectures start, I have to visit every lecture room with my friend called Matilda. We go and visit these lecture rooms and preach Jesus in the lecture rooms. But I know I can do better than this. I discovered that I can do so many things with my talking.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you so much for this great testimony.
Yes,
It's
please.
an encouragement to many people.
Oh, praise the Lord.
There are so many Muslims who are there
Yeah.
who think that getting saved is like committing suicide. I know some of them even know the truth, but the families in which they come from, they put a lot of pressure
Yeah, true.
on them,
Yeah.
and they threaten them that they can't even think about surrendering their lives to Jesus.
Yes.
But one thing we can promise you, whoever is there, a Muslim, that God can protect you from all those fears you have.
Yeah.
I witnessed him from the day he got saved. Actually, I used to see him before he got saved,
Thank you.
and I've been watching him. I've seen how God has been working in his life.
Yeah.
He
Thank
has
you.
changed him. He has opened doors which we never thought that he has reached a level which we never thought that he would reach. He's where he is today because of God. So don't fear to surrender your life to Jesus, whether you're a Catholic, a Muslim, or
Or under any religion.
any religion.
Yeah,
you
certainly.
come to church if you feel that you have that conviction. I know there are so many people who come to church not because someone preached to them,
Yeah,
but
true.
God himself.
Touching their
He,
lives.
he can touch your life in a dream like he did to him. In a dream, come, look for a pastor, look for a church, surrender your life to Jesus, and he will never let you down. Now,
True.
to the not your fellow Muslims, but to the Muslims, those ones whom you used to lead in
Swalahs.
Swalahs and whatever. What message would you give to them?
The message I would pass on to these people is that
Because first of all,
yes, please.
you were above them.
Yes, true.
You knew more about the religion
True,
in which
certainly.
you were.
Certainly.
Yeah. So what they will be looking at you as their mentor.
True.
How would you?
you know Jesus is so amazing. Now Jesus comes, he picks out a person. These people actually believed in me that I knew much when it came to Islam.
And it was true.
And it was true. Now Jesus comes and he saves me. Not the people I was leading, rather the people. And people were so much confused. Now if the person who has been leading us gives his life to Jesus Christ, then what is gonna happen? Actually, what they did, they came against me. Yeah, they came against me, but it was either way okay, because I know and I certainly knew who was on my side. So the message I would pass on to them is so simple. Is that we can do everything we want, but life is in Jesus. Whether you want or not. It doesn't matter how many swalahs you're going to perform, how many what, name it. It doesn't matter. What matters is you giving your life to Jesus Christ and let Jesus Christ work in your life.
Because he's the way,
The truth and the life.
yeah.
The swalahs can't be the way. Your fasting can't be the truth. Everything you do is nothing. But Christ says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Because Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, I have seen myself going through so many ways.
Amen.
So many ways because of Jesus Christ. So I encourage you to give your life to Jesus Christ. So simple, He will protect you.
Okay, thank you so much, our viewers. for this time you've given us. We've been with our brother once Hamuza, but now Israel. He changed his name, now is Israel Kasiita. And that is his life, his testimony, and how God has fought for him, delivered him from all the fears he had, and
True.
how he has blessed him, and how he's working in his life. Today I've stood in for Ivan and Faith, but our programming will always be there. Every Tuesday we'll be having other people coming with their testimonies. We are going to stop here today, but next week we'll be back. May God bless you so much. Amen.